Hey there, everybody. It's me, Josh. I am back. I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. Sorry, I've been gone for a week. Personal issues. But on the upside, I have some cool new stuff to show you guys. And it's doll related, but it's not dolls. I have in the process of becoming a caster, not a YouTube caster, but casting resin. I'm self-taught, of course, like I've been telling you guys, but I've been learning things. So I've made molds like this, like I've showed you guys, out of this silicone. But I have since learned that this blue silicone is not the best silicone to use to make molds of things that you have to pull out when you cast them and you pull them out. It's not the best stuff to use. They're very limited. You can hear that is a firm mold. It's very stiff, very rigid. It's hard. And every time I'd pull a shoe out, these little tabs on the side here, which is what shapes the bottom of the shoe and the heel, started to tear and pull off, and it ended up looking like that, just a big gaping hole. And I ripped this one off completely. I was very disheartened. So I went on to tapplastics.com. That's www.tapplastics.com, and I went and I looked up that they have a different type of silicone, which is what I bought, and it's called platinum silicone. This is part A, and this makes a silicone that is extremely strong and also extremely flexible. Now, as you can see, I already have a couple pairs of shoes in here. I've made new molds, and I've already cast a couple pairs of shoes, which I will show you now. One of them is I made a casting of Gem's boots, Gem Dolls boots. Now these are, I'm sorry about the lighting, I don't have professional lighting, I just have what I have. But these are a gold boot with has my gold luster dust in it, plus I blew bubbles into this one to give them like bubbles. It's kind of like a champagne booty. But I made those, and they're pretty solid. And then I made a casting of Gem's scallop shoes. I made them in crystal clear. As you can see, they are very bubbly, which I've since learned how to fix the bubbling issue. I mean, I can get rid of the bubbles with the heat from a barbecue lighter, but that only gets rid of the bubbles on the top of the mold. What I have since learned is, as you're casting, after you let it sit in the mold for about, I don't know, anywhere from between 10 minutes to an hour, use a hair dryer or a heat gun, if you have a heat gun, and just blast the mold, and it'll pop all the bubbles on the inside. Or when you're pouring the mold, have the mold itself sitting in hot water before you pour the resin in, and that'll help get rid of the bubbles, which will be pretty cool, I think. I can't wait to try that. I'm going to try that today, and I will let you guys know how that one goes. And now I'm going to pull these boots out of here to see how they came out. These are clear with blue glitter, so we will see. And see with these ones, see how much more flexible they are. We'll pull them out, see how they worked. Oh, look at that one. Popped right out. No messing, no fuss, nothing. It just pops right out. And then this one, let's get this out. Kind of stuck on one side a bit, but there we go. And see what happens is when you overfill the mold, which is what I do so I can get complete coverage on the inside, is you get what's called flashing, which is this here, which you just cut off with an X-Acto knife or a pair of scissors. But look at that boot. That came out really nice. I really like that one. And now I can show you the mold. See how flexible that is? It's insanely flexible. You can squish it. And these ones you can use for a lot longer, and you don't have to worry about when you're pouring this type of silicone, you don't have to worry about the silicone getting bubbles in it. Unlike this kind, that if you don't have a vacuum chamber, you're supposed to hold it up really high and let it just slowly pour into the spot where you're making the mold to get rid of the air bubbles. This stuff, the platinum silicone, it gets rid of its own bubbles. It pops its own bubbles as you're pouring it. So here's the other shoes. We're gonna see. I dyed this one pair bright red. We'll see how these ones come out. And these are, oh, there's these scalloped ones. Look at that. Woo. Those are some blood red pumps. Whew, look at that one. Oh. Now these next ones, by the way, on these ones, other than the glitter, these red and blue ones, I used, believe it or not, food coloring to dye. I learned that, I looked that up on YouTube. You know, great teacher of all things, YouTube. So here are the other shoes. Let's get these out. These ones are still a little tacky. Now, there's that one. It looks black, but it's actually a deep purple. Now, sometimes with the resin, if you add something extra in there that's a little bit of extra moisture, it's going to be very flexible, very squishy, like this. But if you let it sit for like a day, maybe 2 days, it will firm up. When I first pulled these ones out, they were super squishy. Like this one, it's still squishy, so you can push it in, but it goes back to its original shape. It always goes back to its original shape, but they just sometimes need to firm up. So there's one purple. And here is the other heel popping out. There we go. And see, look how stretched out that one is. But as you can see, it's slowly going back to its shape. So now these molds are ready to use again. See how much more flexible that is? These ones have, like, what was it? They said they had a rigidity of 8, which I guess means it's super flexible, which this is. And you can use this one like 90 to 100 times before you have to pour a new one again. Now, when it comes to this type of resin, this silicone, it is very expensive for the small tubs of it. It's $42.95, and for that you get both side A and side B. But it's expensive, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. If you're gonna do this, buy the goods. Trust me from experience, buy the good silicone mold. You'll thank yourself in the long run. Make life a lot easier. The other thing I want to show you guys is I got some more cool stuff from solarcolordust.com. This is not sponsored. I paid for this. I bought this stuff myself, but I love them. They are so cool. This was the free gift, and it's called Magic Pearls Green Pear. But it's actually a pearlescent green that kind of, it looks like it changes color, but it's very pigmented. My favorite thing I got out of this whole thing is this stuff it's holographic glitter called Hollow Demon. It doesn't show up too well on camera, but oh, there it goes. It's black holographic glitter, and there's really long strands. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really long strands, and I'm gonna put that in shoes to see how it looks. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait. And then what else I got is I got Solar Color Dust Sunlight and UV light sensitive colors pigments. So this one is a hot pink, and when you take it out into the sun, instantly it turns to purple. This one goes from blue to purple. I'm sorry, this one goes to violet. Hot pink to violet, blue to purple, coral to blue, and then I got two purples, which is just, they are kind of, they don't change from one color to another. These ones are just a white powder. that turns to a very deep purple. And I cannot wait to use these. They're going to look so cool. But I wanted to show that to you guys. I'm going to be on and off of YouTube for a while. My birthday's coming up. There's a slight chance that I might be moving. I don't know yet, but I will keep you guys informed. I will be staying in California, but we might be moving. I will let you guys know. And thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.